Hello and welcome to the Marine Channel. We're here at the Dusseldorf Boat Show and I'm about to show you around the Astondoa. And she's an absolute beauty. It's the AS5. It's 57 feet long, which is 17.34 metres. It's got a beam of 4.94 metres and a draft of 1.43 metres. There you go, there's all the facts you needed. So let's jump aboard and show you a little bit more. So we've got a high-low platform here at the back. This one's rated to 500 kilos, which is pretty generous. And I've been told there's an owner's got a 330 Williams jet tender on the back of one of these. So quite a lot of capacity there. It's got a crew cabin down here. So easy access straight from the bathing platform here. And what I'll do using the magic of television is I'll take you down there. Okay, so down this little ladder and we're in the crew cabin. So we've got a little sink. We've got a separate toilet space in here, which is also your shower. And then if we swing round, I'll show you this. It's kind of like an oversized single. It's more like a queen size bed. And then we've got some natural daylight out the back. Storage all the way along the side here. So if you're crewing it yourself, this is a useful space for a bit of extra accommodation. Otherwise, it's your captain's cabin. Very nice. Let's make our way back out. Okay, so just moving along the bathing platform here. And to show you this as well, this is a useful locker down here. So undo that one. And that will store a couple of sea bobs, and we've got there the ladder for the bathing platform and bits and pieces. Shut that one down. Try to keep it all nice and tidy for the next viewers, as it were. There we go. And then we'll make our way up. We've got access both sides, but obviously the port side at the moment is blocked by the crew cabin hatch. But up into the main cockpit area, and you can see here we've got this rather more popular design now where we're facing kind of aft, and we've got this clear glazing so we can look out over the ocean. Absolutely stunning table here. This one folds, solid wood. If you can see the width of that, absolutely gorgeous. So you can fold that and slide it and make that into kind of a single width. Or you can have it a little bit larger, as we've got it there. And just pan up here as well. Again, some more teak detailing. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's also at the back here, I don't know if you can kind of see it on the edge, there's also a kind of a sunblind slash fly sheet that comes down and attaches here. So you can have a bit more kind of privacy at the rear of the boat. You can see up there as well, we've got a couple of cameras pointing aft. This is a high-low table, all electric of course. And then if we just move over here to the port side, we can see it's got a wing station as well. With great visibility along the side there. That's our 377 down there. If you've not seen that review, that walkthrough, put it into the search bar and I'll take you on board that one as well. So there you go. Ooh. Hold that, drop that. There we go. Talk a little bit about prices and engines and so forth. So engine access there through the sole. So we've just made our way down this ladder into the engine rooms. And aren't they gorgeous? Is there such a thing as a beautiful engine? Yes, I think so, because these are they. These are the MAN i6s, 800 horsepower each. Wow, plenty of room down here as well. Virtually standing headroom. See our filters down there. Raw water inspection is easy. Access to everything down here looks super easy. And then let's spin around here. Huge amount of space. And all our systems very accessible and easy. bit more storage in there for bits and pieces. So I think, what's that? That's our shore power running there. Spin round here, got our air conditioning. This one's got Seakeeper 6 system. And even with those extra options, this area doesn't feel crowded at all. Beautifully finished, well lit. Everything seems very very accessible. Yeah, nice, very impressive. Good stuff. Okay, so we got a little bit more refrigeration there. One thing you'll notice is just how this seamlessly flows. So there's literally no lip here. We've got these kind of big bifold doors here that go in these runners, but there's no lip between the two. We've got a big drainage thing here, so there's not going to be any water ingress into the cockpit, or the saloon rather. And then we've got our galley aft design. And interesting, this flooring is proper parquet. It's not a laminate, it's not a vinyl, it's real wood, it's oak. I'll show you a little bit later on where I've got an inspection hatch, how thick that wood is. Over here on our left hand side, we've got a big fridge. And then if we swing right the way around, over here we've got a big freezer. So plenty of chiller space on this boat. And then we've got lots of storage space in here. Just come round again. All this storage up here, as one would expect. And then we've got a 2-burner Bosch, I think it's 2-burner. Oh, down here is our dishwasher. So lift that up, push that in, and we've got a nice little dishwasher tucked away. So all the things you need for extended cruising, and all beautifully made. Everything on this boat is made in the shipyard. So the shipyard's family owned. It's been family owned for 100 years. All the cabinetry, even the leather. So we're looking here at this lovely sofa, and all the stitching, all this is done in-house, which means they completely control the quality, obviously. And then we've got this massive U shape here. This table, by the way, will also unfold. We can extend that, and that's also high-low, so electrically operated. And this boat is a semi kind of customizable design, so not just trims, not just, you know, I want different fabric or I want different materials. There are some choices in terms of kind of configuration. So maybe if you wanted, you know, a different layout here, or high-low high-low table and different dining setup, you can. There's a big TV in here, which will raise up. And then if we swing round, this is our helm position. You can see there the multi-function displays. At the moment we've got a view there of that engine bay. All our systems there, and then those rear cameras looking out for berthing, and also keeping an eye on your guests. A couple of lovely big twin helm seats here, super soft leather, really, really nice. And then this kind of multi-function steering wheel, kind of thing that more typically we've seen historically in cars. Nice, right? Now the boat's getting super busy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot downstairs and show you all the essentials here, and then we'll go outside and look at the bow and the flybridge as well. So let's go straight ahead. First of all, this is our VIP cabin, which has got a very serene kind of feel about it, actually. Big storage, obviously, over here. And this, I think, is really clever, because often on boats like this, you've got sort of storage cabinets that run right the way around, which is really useful, but not always particularly attractive. And I thought, well, haven't got that here, but actually, you have. In here is a massively deep locker. And up here, there's another cupboard. There you go. But when they're shut, you would never know they're there. So loads and loads of storage in here. And then we'll swing round to the ensuite, which also doubles up as your day head. So you've got a loo there, separate shower stall as well. Very, very pretty sink, all very funky and gorgeous. And then we've got a door out of there so you can get access to this during the day without coming into the VIP. Another thing that struck me was the thickness of the doors. Just show you. Look at that. Look at that. All lovely and solid, got a real kind of weight to them. But importantly, if you're staying on the boat, because you're in relatively close proximity to other people, you've got the all-important privacy. So back out here, this is our twin. So a couple of single berths here, loads of headroom, really good headroom. Almost, well, I'm just kind of reaching up. So it's almost arm's length above me and I'm kind of about 1.80 m. And we've got a big porthole there. And then a nice big wardrobe there. Now let's make our way down into the master cabin. So little stairs down here. This is quite a nice little lobby area actually, because we've got some natural light. We're obviously in the boat show, so that's right up against the wall, but ordinarily you get all the daylight through. Then you've got this nice big surface here, which I would think is very useful for kind of dumping things. What I mean by that is, you know, all the things that you don't know where to put them. And then we'll move in to our master. Full beam master, great big, huge glazed windows there. And that is like a super king size bed. Lots and lots of headroom. Really, really nice. So we've got a sofa on one side, got a big run of storage on the other side. There's storage under this bed. There's actually storage under the VIP in the bow there as well, which I forgot to point out. If we come around here, gives you a sort of sense of the space. Great big, what's that, 48 inch? 50 inch? I don't know, big screen on the wall there. And then we've got our ensuite over here. So let's just make our way through. So a loo again, big glazing. We've got an opening porthole there. This particular boat's got tropical air conditioning, which is an option, but it means that it can handle super hot temperatures. And then this is a massive shower stall. So that'll take a couple of people if that's what you want to do. But if you've got little kids, and you know, I know what they're like. They want to go in and they don't like too much water and they want to wash their hair and that. So mum or dad can help out with that. So it's a really big shower stall. So that's always good. It's one of those things that you use more than you think actually when you're on board a boat for an extended period of time. Now I just want to show you this. I've talked a little bit about the woodwork on this boat, and I explained earlier that this flooring is what we call parquet flooring, so it's real wood. This is an inspection hatch, but if I lift this up, and I'll try and hold it with one arm. This is a great example. You can see there, you see on the edge there, real wood, tongue and groove all the way along here, and you can see the thickness of this wood as well. So that's going to be incredibly durable. It's also really good for things like soundproofing as well, and it's also just nice under your feet. I thought you might be interested in that. That's something that's a little bit unique. You don't get that on all the boats of this kind of size. Talk a little bit about prices while it's in my head. Obviously with all these things you can configure it and you can play around, as I said, with the engine options and so forth. Price on this boat as a standard boat, 1.6 million euros plus VAT. It depends how far you want to go with options really. So things like sea keepers and tropical air conditioning. Just back into this lobby to show you this as well. That's where your washer dryer sits, which is great for those extended cruises. I'm going to go into the marina and use their facilities, and a bit more storage there for towels and linen and all that kind of good stuff. There we go. One final glance back into the master because it is lovely. And we'll go outside and we'll have a little look at the bow area, I think, and then up to the flybridge. So let's make our way up onto the bow area. Just point this out. A little bit of carbon fibre detailing, we like that. Now this particular boat, I understand, is destined for a very hot climate. Hence there's no teak on this area because that gets hot in really, really warm weather. But you could have teak all the way along here or have it left as this kind of grippy gel coat finish. So massive space at the bow here. The now obligatory pop-up lights. And then you can see that for this front sun pad, you can raise the back up, or you can drop that down. You can have the option of a table in there as well. And then this whole area can be covered with a bimini that sits on carbon fibre poles and basically covers this whole area and gives you shade. So again, that's one of those options that as an owner, you can choose how you want it configured. You can see there's some speakers at the front there as well. And Fusion stereo controls over here. Just tucked neatly away. Water top up, I'm noticing. And we've also got access out onto the dock. So I've just walked down here and there's a little break in the handrail. Just slot that back. And then you've got the same on the port side as well. So if you're docking, that will help things. Right, let's see if we can pop up onto the fly bridge. So kind of mirroring the woodwork we saw downstairs, we've got this folding table, so we can fold the leaves in. Big U-shape run of seating there. Lovely big sun pad at the front. And although this helm is set back a little bit, which is good actually when you're punching through the weather because you have a little bit more protection, visibility from here is still really good. Bow and stern thruster, throttle controls, multifunction steering wheel, twin helm, and then we've got this sort of second seating area back here, again with a table, and this kind of serviced by our outdoor kitchen bar area. So we've got our grill, our sink, bit of storage. Is there? Yes, there is. Big refrigerated drawer. Well, there you go. Just drop that one down a minute. Get the full effect of this area. So what do you think? I think she's particularly lovely. As I say, the brand has been now, the family's owned the brand and built boats for 100 years. And I think as you wander around, all that experience and expertise is obvious. And the craftsmanship is absolutely superb. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed that one. Working around a very busy boat show here. Let us know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. That's always useful to us. But most importantly, keep coming back for more because that's why we do it. So thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.